on, tune in. Time to belong you again. We know that you need us. We pump testosterone through your speakers. Just some old-fashioned ignorance every episode, so log on and listen in. The Demolition Crew proudly presents you a show that might make you laugh or offend you. Either way, don't touch that dial. We're about to give you real talk barbershop style. Without delay, let's get this show underway. I'm Charlie Biggs, the man that people love to hate. I got the crew with me, Miss O making these moves with me, GLS acting a fool with me. On the boards, the voice of a reason, Mr. L, we going off the deep end. The only team that keep it hotter than charcoal. You are now tuned in, it's the Alarm Show. Tune in, turn on, tune in, turn on, tune in. Yes indeed. Time to alarm you again. Let's go. Are we on the air? Yeah. Are we on the air? Yeah. Are we on the air? Oh yeah. I said, are we on the air? Let's go. Do not change your browsers.
Our guest is in the building. Yes,
Behave.
indeed. Now,
Yeah, be ready. Just be ready.
this young lady is an acting coach, a casting director, and just all-around great person.
Don't forget she's a producer because
Yes, indeed.
Box was Box
Producer,
was
director,
awesome.
just heavily involved in the acting world. Alarm Nation, please give a big round of applause to Miss Mariska Phillips.
Woo woo woo!
Yay!
Looking like Bevy
I'm
Smith's
officially
little
alarmed.
sister.
Yes.
I said looking like Bevy Smith's little sister.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Looking like
hey, Bevy.
Well, first and foremost,
Yes.
you know, we kind of alluded. Sorry.
Really?
I added some extra did-it-its.
Yeah, clearly.
We kind of alluded to this earlier, but Mariska, you actually know our queen, Miss O.
Oh my goodness. I have worked with her on a few occasions. She's taken my workshops and we've done some private coaching, getting her
Yes,
ready
I
for.
booked my gig that I did that private work with Mariska with. Let's just say that out loud.
Yeah. I strive for
Boom.
excellence.
Yes.
With me and my actors. I don't take anything less than 210%, and she brings it to the craft. She has a really strong passion and voice, so I love working with artists such as yourself.
Well, we dig you too, Mariska. I've been around for a while. I've been around the New York acting scene for a while, and I know Mariska's roots, and they are deep, and they are amazing. You know, everybody can't say that they worked with the infamous Susan Batson so closely.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that's a big deal.
She definitely took me under her wing, and from day one in 2002, it was a clear blessing. I did not sleep on that.
Yes. And for those that may not be familiar with Susan, just think about performances such as Jamie Foxx and Ray and all kinds of wonderful things. Nicole Kidman. Just Susan Batson is that woman. And, you know, iron sharpens iron. Success begets success. So, you know, when they told me that you are a guest this week, I was like, wait a minute. My Mariska?
You're Mariska.
Hold up. So, no, I was really excited that you were coming through. I know you have a lot of things going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Including a class in like an hour. I have a 5-hour.
So we are not going to
So,
keep on
yeah, let's just kind of get right
scene
into
study.
this.
Thank you, Jesus. Mwah.
So, you know, you've been in the game for some time. I read
Since
a
I
little
was
bit.
13.
Well, how did you get into it? First,
My
of all?
mom.
Your mom.
My mom, she's best known for playing Miss Powers in the film Lean on Me. And so I was a backstage baby, watching the rehearsal process from her auditioning to opening night, and just being on the sideline. And I'd be trying to learn the dances, and then in intermission, I'd go to the lobby just to get the buzz. And I just knew as a kid, I was like, something cool is happening. And I felt from a really young age that they're changing lives up there on that stage just because I went in the lobby and they were like, oh my gosh, when she did this, I felt that. And I remember the time when I did that. I was like, yeah.
So you wanted to, get a piece of that.
I wanted to
Get in on that action.
Yeah.
So what is?
Just get in on that action.
Yeah.
So don't mind Squeak. He's special. So what is your approach to acting?
Wow.
That's a very loaded question.
Yeah, I work with the actors' truths, such as I walk them through an emotional sense memory, which is a time in their lives when, and it depends on the text that they bring me, and I find layers to plug them into that text that's personal, so that you're having an experience through the character, and you're just giving yourself and your spirit over to the life of the character to really make it a walking, talking, three-dimensional person, human being.
Right.
So I have a question with just piggybacking on that. So we have a lot of, you know, that there are a lot of actors that feel like, you know, one method is better than the other method, or one technique is more apropos than another technique, be it, you know, method acting or, you know, Stanislavski or Meisner. Or, right. Like, I know several people that are like Meisner snobs, and they're like, that's it. And for me, I know I like to use what works for what situation. I don't have one specific thing that works for everything for me, but that's just me. What's your take on like those individuals that feel like, you know, one technique, one way, there's only one? Because I feel like there's a very multifaceted. It's like that whole, there's one destination, but there's so many ways to get to that one place.
Yeah.
And so what's your take on that?
Well, I always tell artists to soak in as much as you can to inform your instrument. And then there's this process of sifting through, can I curse?
Yeah.
Sure. The shit.
Yeah.
And what's left in the sifter is what works for you. So be it Stanislavski, Meisner, Alexander technique, lucid body, which is also really good. You
all right over there, Squeak?
You have to bring all of that in.
I think we kind of lost him at sifting through the
bun
shit.
is too tight.
Hashtag man bun.
Let the locks flow, brother, man.
Hashtag man bun. That's all
see
I'm
them
say.
pulling at your temples.
All I'm gonna say is hashtag
Asian
man bun.
Asian, yeah.
Look,
Yep.
I just put it back up this morning, so it is kind of tight, but that's not what's happening over here. I was just sitting here listening, and I'm like, come on, what's up?
You got to give me something to work with, because we're not as deep into the acting profession.
No, I'm definitely not knowledgeable, but
Right, so all these different
let's hear
techniques,
his
but
what?
the
terms
I gotta hear it.
sound so like.
Very sexual.
Last night was
Yesterday was his
odd.
birthday.
Wait,
So-
what?
Happy belated birthday. That's
So he's
So
still
now I'm
turned
sitting here
up.
going,
okay.
so now I'm sitting here, she's like, oh, you know,
Lucid body.
The Stanislavski technique is the lucid body.
and using your instrument, and I'm sitting here like,
Wait, what?
boy,
That's not even what I got out of any of that.
But the same passion that may incite in you for one reason is the passion that incites in us as artists and actors and writers and directors and producers and for other reasons.
Yes.
So it still ties in.
Can I do my best, Miss Batson?
Yes.
Sure. As sitting in my class, telling a good story is like having great sex. So you get in the circumstances, and that's foreplay. Then you start getting into the conflict of where these characters are going. Usually two people want two different things, so there's some conflict, circumstantial and inner conflict. And then you keep telling the story, and you get to the peak, and then you climax, right? And then you resolve into the objective.
And then that's all right, so what you
And
about
then
to
you
do?
smoke a cigarette.
Right, so what you about to do?
And scene.
And see.
I'll be right back.
watching on screen, you will be looking quite lovely.
Why, thank
Yes.
you.
You're welcome.
What's
Squeaks
your
the
name again?
Charmer.
Sweet.
Squeak.
He's a phenomenal lyricist and spoken word artist.
See, but we do you're welcome to Pandora's Box as an artist as well. We do spoken word and rap.
Do not change your browsers. Do not change your browsers.
What's going on? I'm Gideon Luke, and we right here at Alarm Show TV.
Do not change your browsers. Do not change your browsers.
This your boy Randy Ritual, better known as Wood. You're watching Alarm Show, Fashion Week.
Do not change your browsers. Do not change your browsers.
What's going on, Alarm Nation? This is the one and only Charlie Biggs the Arsonist, aka Charlie Wonder. And here at the Alarm Show, we're all about clean living. And so right here I have a guest who's going to tell us a little bit about living diabetes free. What's your name?
My name is Sunshine Swinton. How are you, Mr. Biggs?
I'm fine, Sunshine. How are you?
I am wonderful.
Now, tell the people a little bit about your story.
Well, my story began actually before I was born. Both of my parents were born with diabetes. Well, my dad was born with diabetes. My mother got it. She was a little bit older. And so I was born into a family that had diabetes. I was told when I was a teenager that I would be a diabetic by the age of 35. Well, at the age of 30, I was pre-diagnosed. I was diagnosed with pre-diabetes. And by the age of 34, I was diagnosed as a diabetic. And I can honestly say it was something that wasn't pleasant to live through. 10 years I suffered with diabetes, and it was a struggle.
So what happened after 10 years living with diabetes?
Well, I decided I didn't want to live that way anymore. I was tired of taking the medications. I was tired of stabbing my fingers. And, you know, those out there who suffer with diabetes know that you have to stick your fingers a minimum of 3 times a day to check your levels before you eat, so that you can monitor how high your glucose levels are. And, you know, those who take insulin have to monitor how much insulin they have to take depending on their levels. And so, you know, that was something I had to do every day that I didn't actually like doing. I wanted something different. I had medications that I was taking that my body didn't agree with. So I just wanted an alternative. And after fighting and struggling 10 years, I said, okay, if I could just get to the point where I didn't have to take the medication, that would be fine for me. So I actually sought out information through natural foods. You know, I went and Googled it, looked online, you know, just found what I could, and then took 2 years before I actually went on the natural foods diet because I didn't know how to put it all together.
Okay, so what are some of the foods that a diabetic can consume so they don't have to deal with at least the medications anymore?
Well, some of the foods that a diabetic can consume that will help them where they don't have to take the medications, greens. You know, there's a plethora of green vegetables that are extremely nutrient dense, that are healthy for the body, that, you know, help the body regenerate itself and rejuvenate itself. So that's just one option that someone can do. You know, they can go on what they call a green diet and green smoothies, you know, and that will help their body. You can go on a natural foods diet and reverse diabetes. A week after my 40th birthday, I was standing on a stoop at my home and I passed out. And when I blacked out, I literally fell over and landed hard on the concrete and because of that I ended up with several injuries that had me in bed. And while I was laying in bed for 2 weeks, unable to, you know, do anything, I was immobilized, I realized if I didn't do something about my life, I was going to end up like my parents, because they used to ignore the signs for their conditions, and because they did not always address certain things that happened with them with their health, they ended up having eyesight loss, losing limbs, having renal failure. And those are things that I feared. Like, after my parents died, I still didn't take it seriously enough that they died from complications of diabetes. Not just, oh, well, they had renal failure, which is kidney failure, but it was a complication of diabetes. But lying in that bed, realizing that what happened to me that day was because of diabetes, and I needed to do something about it because I feared being on that dialysis machine. That was the thing I feared more than dying, was every other day having a machine clean my blood for me. So the reality, when it hit me like a ton of bricks. And that's when I decided, okay, when I get better, I'm going to make it my business to do something different. So I consulted with my physician. I went and sought out information. I looked as hard as I could. And then information came to me. It was just something that it seemed like it popped right out of the TV screen. And it was just for me. And I followed the system and the plan that was given, and I eventually became diabetes free. And I want everybody else who has diabetes to understand it is not a life sentence. You don't have to die with it. You don't have to suffer the complications due to diabetes. But you do have to take charge, and you do have to step up and be committed to your own health and your own life and decide, I want to live better. Decide it for your family, decide it for your friends, decide for yourself. Understand, diabetes is a $245 billion industry. Take that money back from them and put it back into your life. Take care of your health. Use that same money that you could use for diabetes medications, supplies, co-pays. That same money, if you can become diabetes free, you can use that to live a healthier life. I implore you to look further. Go past the medication, go past the fear of, well, what is it that I'm supposed to do now because I have this? Go past that. And the solution, go on a natural foods diet. Change your lifestyle. And when I say diet, I don't mean do it for 2 or 3 weeks. I mean for a lifetime, your daily food intake, your daily diet. And you can change diabetes in your life.
And here at the Alarm Show, we're all about solutions. So, Sunshine, how can the people get in contact with you?
Well, they can follow me on Twitter, April_Swinton, spelled SWINTON. They can also follow me on Facebook at Sunshine Swinton.
All right. And on that note, this is Charlie Biggs, alarmshow.com.
Do not change your browsers. Do not change your browsers.
This is Gerard Kersey from That Suits You, and you're watching Alarm Show TV.
Do not change your browsers. Do not change your browsers.
You are watching the violent crooner Damien Escobar on Alarm Show TV.
Do not change your browsers.
It seems that K. Michelle, our resident ratchet reality star, has been come for. I guess whoever this dude is that is talking about this didn't heed what happened to Soulja Boy when he came for K. Michelle claiming that they hooked up. She blasted him out on Twitter and it got kind of ugly. Well, in some groupie tale by some dude, old boy said that K's box is not exactly winter fresh and that he hit it anyway, but she's a little pungent. For Lenny in the panic room, pungent means really, really funky. I just think it sucks when these things come out and are said about women, because you never know what it could have been. Like, she could have been on antibiotics, and sometimes that throws your poom poom pH off. Or maybe she was just having a quick case of unfortunate BV. I don't know. But as a woman, when you ain't right, you know. So you don't let nobody in your house if you know it's messy.
That's true.
Unfortunately, some other celebs that have been called out for having pungent poom pooms have been Brandy and Serena Williams. I don't know if it's true. I'm just putting it out there. I just report the news. But let's see if K. Michelle claps back, no pun intended, about her snatch being called stinky. And my question for you guys is, if you met a girl and you laid up with her and her snatch smelled like Arthur Treacher's, would you hit it?
Nope.
Hold my breath.
You would hold your breath and hit it? You are gross.
Charlie being there like this.
You can't. It's not. You can't be snorkeling in the pool. Like, you should not have to put on a gas mask to sleep with a woman.
I mean, with Serena Williams, I mean, we all know what she does for a living.
Okay, but that does not have anything to do with it.
I'm just saying. I mean,
I work out every
She better put a
just
tennis
about every
ball of
day.
baking soda
I
in
understand
there.
that she works harder than I do when I work out, but at the same time,
and she just won.
Listen,
she just won the championship.
you better Vagisil that bitch or something. Like, come on, that's not okay.
I mean, it's like Gabby
Mine
Douglas.
said it's
like Gabby Douglas
do
and her
something.
hair in the 2012 Olympics. You know, sometimes you know you don't have time to be like on point.
But then
She better douche with
listen.
Muslim oil.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure anything that would cover up like a super
But you
funky
should
smell.
know. No. As a woman, it should smell like nothing. It really should smell like nothing. Like there will be, your pheromones do have somewhat of an odor, but it's not an odor. It just has a scent. There's a difference between a scent and an odor.
Do not change your browsers.
Hey family, this is Darlene A. Anderson and you're watching the Alarm Show Television.
Do not change your browsers. Do not change your browsers.
Hello, this is Mariska S. Phillips, and you are watching Alarm TV.
Do not change your browsers.
So, apparently there was this story where, Justin Timberlake just had a son.
Yeah.
With his wife.
Congratulations.
Jessica. Yes. Yeah. And Justin's ex, Britney Spears, decided to give the baby a gift.
This is gonna be funny.
Yeah. Yeah, normally, exes giving gifts is a no-no. But Britney decided that it would be a good idea to if the gift came to Justin via his wife, Jessica Biel. No, he gave the gift to Jessica to,
she gave the gift to Jessica to give to Justin.
This is the gift. Because I'm guessing she doesn't really know Jessica like that.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I really wasn't paying attention past that point. But it got me thinking. Again, like I said, usually exes, even exes who have like an amicable split, they have like certain boundaries, and giving gifts is like kind of crossing that line. Especially
Charlie, I think I see where you're going with this. Do you think that this is appropriate?
I think the way she did it was harmless.
Not the gift giving was appropriate. The conversation. Because if I recall a few weeks back, you were on this show.
Yes, I was.
And she was trying to give you all types of advice and all this other stuff. And that led to you being on the couch.
I have a very comfy couch, though.
So, do you really want to talk about exes doing stuff? Because I think that's inappropriate, personally.
No, I ran this by my wife. I'm good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, usually giving a gift to an ex violates that boundary, but, some people...
Did you get a gift from your ex, Charlie?
No. And I'll thank you to not get me in trouble.
I'm just asking. This is the question.
I did not get a gift.
Vagina, the gift that keeps on giving.
You put his business on the screen?
Yeah.
Did you get a gift?
Did I get a gift?
Did any of your exes give a gift to the child?
No.
Okay.
No. So...
If you did get a gift from an ex, would you tell her it came from an ex, or would you conceal that it came from somewhere else?
For the sake of honesty, yeah, I would let that be known.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a good guy.
Yeah.
I would lie.
I think it's shady.
Because I feel like exes doing that stuff, and you trying to create some problem. Because why would you think that's cool?
And then you're gonna contact you're not even giving it to me. You're gonna call my new spouse and give it to them. So now they're like,
I'm gonna give you this sheepskin blanket because he used to like it when we used to do it on mine.
right?
Like, for real. Oh, I'm gonna give you this ball holder because he likes his balls held when he getting top. Why are you coming in there and saying and doing stuff like that?
Britney is still miserable.
No, but the gift was for the kid. It wasn't for...
It don't matter. Don't give my kids nothing.
Right.
Mind your bit. Go on about your... You ain't even taking care of your damn kids. Go get your damn kids. They federlined. Right. Don't worry about mine. We straight. Crazy ass.
I think that they should have returned the gift to sender.
With a note that said, bitch, you crazy.
Right.
Even though it's been like years after the fact.
Yeah.
Forget that.
Ever. If I see you in a party and we both actors, and if I see you in a party, you're supposed to walk past me and not say nothing. I'm with my wife. Get out of here.
I mean, I don't know. I thought...
You're not even supposed to be trying to be friends with my wife friends.
Okay, that's a bit much.
No, because it's Hollywood, so they all run in the same circle.
Right.
So keep away from my wife's friends because you might hear something about my relationship and then think you should say it. No, stay away.
I don't
know.
I mean, I thought like the context of the gift and the way that it was delivered. I think it took a lot of the edge and the shade off of it.
No,
because if she gave it directly to the husband and she had been in a relationship with the husband, it might have caused some problems.
No, that's just
it. Still will cause problems because now the new girlfriend is gonna think that you gave her the okay to have access to her.
And she just had a baby. It's a whole bunch of
Well, this is before the baby was born, though.
Postpartum depression.
It's almost like
now she gonna be thinking about it now, laying there. She gonna be laying there with her newborn baby, feeling like, damn, I gotta get my stuff.
Wait a minute, hold on. We're talking about Britney Spears and Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel. She gonna be laying there with her newborn.
Hold up, these are the two women we're comparing here. There's no way in hell Jessica Biel was intimidated by Britney.
No. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
right now, you laying there getting you get. Hold on.
Britney is like
trailer park
trash,
baby
though.
weight. You laying there right now getting rid of your baby weight, and every time you turn over and look at your baby, you see a gift that your husband's ex-girlfriend just gave you.
But Jessica Biel is so much more beautiful
about the
than
house.
It's not about the beauty.
It ain't about beauty. Take this.
Britney Spears.
This is a constant reminder of your ex-girlfriend. Get this up out the house.
And then you feel
That's like having an old pair of her panties in the drawer. Get this up out the house right now, or you can go out the house right now.
Yeah, a lot of women are very territorial like that. They don't want nothing.
She probably bought this when she thought you was gonna have a baby with her. Get this up out the house right now.
one of my
Telling you, women be thinking crazy.
my boyfriend's ex-girlfriend wrote "Happy Birthday" under like,
A picture?
A picture. I'm like
On Facebook
of my son. Happy birthday. Like I wasn't happy about it. I was so mad. It's like she just said happy birthday. No, that bitch said happy birthday. You know what I mean? Like it was different. Was not feeling it. So yeah, no, Brittany, go home.
Go home.
Sit down.
Do not change your browsers.
Yo, this your boy Justin the Joker Hits Warren, and you're watching Alarm Show TV. Holla.
Do not change your browsers. Do not change your browsers.
Hey, this is actor Stephen Cofield Jr. of Love ? I'm hanging out with the Alarm Show crew on Alarm Show TV.
Do not change your browsers. Yeah. We're back on the air, baby. It's the Alarm crew. Turn on, tune in, turn on, tune in, turn on, tune in. Time to belong again. We know that you need us. We pump testosterone through your speakers. Just some old-fashioned ignorance every episode, so log on and listen in. The Demolition Crew proudly presents you a show that might make you laugh or offend you. Either way, don't touch that dial. We're about to give you real talk barbershop style. Without delay, let's get this show underway. I'm Charlie Biggs, the man that